It's time for story time. 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 Good morning. How are you? Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? That's great. I'm so glad to hear about that. Are you ready for the story? Okay. Our story today is Get, Set, Swim. Do you remember what these are? That's right. They are exclamation marks. Can you say that again? Exclamation marks. These two words end with the same two letters, E, E, T, T. They have different beginning sounds. G, get, S, set. They are rhyming words. Get and set are rhyming words. Rhyming words, rhyming words. Get and set are rhyming words. They sound just the same. The story is by Jeannine Atkins and it's illustrated by Hector Viveros Lee. I can bend the book, so that means it is a paperback book. This is the front. There is the back. Ooh, look how fancy. And here is the spine. And there's the title again. Can you read it with me? Get, Set, Swim. How many swimmers do you see? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. All right. There's the title page. Get, Set, Swim. You can see some goggles. Some lizard earrings. And this is a swim cap. That's what they were wearing on their heads. Swim caps. Whose swim cap do you think that is? That looks like it's all white. Yeah, maybe it's hers. All right, let's read and find out. Jessenia's ponytail swished as she skipped downstairs. Hurry, Mommy, she called. This was Jessenia's first year on the swim team, her first meet at a rival team's pool. At the door, Mommy tucked the box into her purse and pinched her scarf together against the cold. They're going swimming in the cold. Oh. Jessenia raced her brother Luis down the street. Watch where you're going, Mommy said. Stick together. They are excited. At the community center, Jessenia climbed on the bus and sat with Anna. When Luis tried to balance on the seat behind him, Mommy settled him down by talking about when she'd been a girl in Puerto Rico. Our house was so close to the ocean that it stood on stilts, Mommy said. We used to slide down grassy hills on palm leaves. The sky was very, very blue. Like that? Luis pointed to the sky outside the window. No, Mommy said. She looked over the tall, crowded buildings. This sky isn't blue enough. Jessenia was tired of the dreamy way Mommy spoke about the brilliant blue sky and the sea that seemed to stretch forever. She pressed closer to the older girls in the seat ahead of her. Weston won by 8 points last time, Nicole said. We never win meets away from home. In Puerto Rico, there are green lizards that cling to whatever they bite, Mommy told Luis. We girls used to hang them from our ears. Luis put his thumbs to his earlobes and waggled his fingers like lizards. Jessenia turned to the window, thinking about how her mother had never learned to swim. Mommy had made sure that she and Luis got swimming lessons, but it took more than dreams to win a race. Jessenia was scared. How could they compete against the lucky girls who lived in these houses? As the space between the houses widened, so did the empty space inside Jessenia. So they're going into places with bigger houses, nicer yards, and Jessenia's concerned, just because things look bigger and nicer, maybe they can do better. And did you hear where Mommy lived in Puerto Rico? They had real lizards and would bite their ears and hang off their ears like earrings. Would you do that? The bus stopped at Weston School. Mommy kissed the top of Jessenia's head. She smiled as if she were breathing in a garden. though Jessenia knew her hair smelled just like the pool. Te amo, Mommy said. I love you too, Jessenia replied. Te amo means I love you. In the locker room, the girls pulled over on their swimsuits and tucked their ponytails into caps. They stretched in the hallway as Coach Estes said, Don't worry because the pool here is bigger. Everyone is equal in the water. Their pool probably isn't broken half the winter, Nicole muttered. There are more girls on their team. Just keep your eyes on where you're going, Coach advised. Now get in there and win. There's Coach Estes. The first race was for the older swimmers. The water surface broke with thundering dives. Jessenia cheered. It was hard to tell one girl from the other until they turned. Then Jessenia recognized the way Nicole pulled in her knees before whipping them out. She sped ahead and rammed triumphantly into the wall. Triumphantly. That word means she's the one that got there first. She triumphed. She won over everyone else triumphantly. Soon, it was Jessenia's turn to stand on the edge of the pool between two girls from the other team. The overhead lights buzzed. The pool hummed. Jessenia rocked from toe to heel. She tried to breathe long and deep into her belly, the way Coach had taught her, but her short breaths caught at the back of her tongue. Mommy waved. Luis waggled his fingers like little lizards. Jessenia's feet pressed flat on the smooth platform. Get ready, the coach called. Goggles snapped as the girls pulled them on. Jessenia leaned toward the water. The empty space inside her seemed to fill with the marvelous blue that Mommy remembered from Puerto Rico. The pool was exactly blue enough. Get set! Remember that word in the beginning, the title, get set? There it is again. The coach just said it. Go! The girls dived. The quiet, still water turned frothy and loud. Water streamed off Jessenia's goggles and rushed past her ears. She stretched her arms as long as Mommy did when she talked about the great wide sea. Then Jessenia caught sight of the girl in the next lane moving ahead. Jessenia gulped in some water. Her tired legs sank. She kicked hard again until one finger touched the end of the pool. She splashed up and gasped for air. Oh, she's trying. Do you see her? There she is. The other girl's ahead. Oh, no. Great race, Coach Estes gave her a handout. You just lost a few seconds at the end when you looked to the side. Mommy was there and hugging her before Jessenia could warn her and Luis that they'd get wet. I'm so proud of you, Mommy said. But she didn't win. But they're still proud. Jessenia pulled on a sweatshirt to watch more races. As the afternoon wore on and it became clear they were going to lose the meet, Jessenia cheered even louder and hugged her friends even harder. So they're losing, but Jessenia's cheering more and more and more. When it was her last turn to swim again, Jessenia tried to fill herself with calming air, but she kept taking quick, nervous breaths. She shifted her weight from one foot to the other. She wondered if she could swim fast enough to win. She's thinking, she's doing self-talk. Can I win? Can I win? I know what I need to do. I'm supposed to breathe slow, deep breaths, but she's breathing really hard. What do you think's going to happen? Jessenia rose to her toes. She curled her arms and shoulders like a wave. You can do it. Jessenia seemed to hear her mother's voice as her hands broke the water. She sped ahead, fast, faster, not only for herself and for her team, but for her mommy too. She didn't look back. She didn't look to the side. Jessenia swam with all the strength of her mother's dreams for her. Then her fingers tapped the wall. Do you see who's in front? Who is that? Who's reaching for the wall? Who's closer? Joyful girls pulled Jessenia from the pool crying. You won! You won! Jessenia turned to her mother and said, Te amo. I love you too, Mommy smiled. When the meet was over, the girls changed and dried their hair. Mommy gave Jessenia a box as they stepped outdoors. Gracias. Jessenia laughed as she pulled out earrings shaped like lizards. She slipped them on and danced a little salsa to make the earrings wiggle. Why do you think Mommy gave her lizard-shaped earrings? Because they were like the little lizards that she would hang on her ears when she was young. You're right. Let's go, Jessenia, Anna said. The sky had turned a brighter blue. Their team would win another time. Jessenia knew. She spun around to call, We'll be back. The end. So the team did not win that day, but they've been practicing hard. Jessenia did not think that she could win that day, but she did some self-talk. She followed the directions of her coach. She was focused a second time. She didn't look sideways. She kept on track. And guess what? She did what she set out to do. She was determined to win. She didn't think about anything else. And she reached the wall. And she was proud of herself for pushing herself to do everything she wanted to do. You can do the same thing because you are that amazing. All right. It's time to sing our goodbye song. Are you ready? Get set. I need to get set. Go! Adiós, mis amigos, adiós. Adiós, mis amigos, adiós. Hasta luego, hasta mañana, hasta la vista, mis amigos. Adiós, mis amigos, adiós. We love you. Mwah, mwah. Ew. Ciao, Bella.